listening to Bucky's World Podcast. Where Bucky talks about topics that are incredibly filthy,
deeply heartfelt,
too lighthearted, and totally absurd.
Well, that's absurd.
She covers it all. Non-stop laughter for your brain. And now, your Bucky's World host, Bucky.
What up, cousins? Welcome into another new episode of Bucky's World. I'm your host, your girl Bucky, and I'm back with a brand new episode. Damn, it's Monday all over again. I mean, I'm blessed and honored and highly favored to be able to see these days, but this day, this definitely needs to slow the fuck down because I'm not prepared for the weekend. It's like sometimes I like to be prepared. Sometimes I like to have a game plan because I don't like just going into the weekend blind because then you feel like you all over the place because you don't have an outfit designated because you don't know what you're doing. So at the last minute, somebody say, "Oh, you want to do brunch?" Well, you ain't got no brunch outfit ready because you ain't have shit planned. But then sometimes I like doing spontaneous shit. Sometimes the Gemini in me likes to be like, hey, let's go to the art of honey and see what we can do and explore, like Dora the Explorer. So, sometimes it's a gift and a curse. But listen, if you want to know how to get to Bucky's heart, don't do no spontaneous shit. I like shit planned out. And don't come to me last minute. But you can if we're like cool like that. Anyway, that's the Gemini in me. So y'all got that firsthand. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you are new to the channel, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you're joining the family. Also, make sure you're commenting down below. I tell you all the time, commenting helps the algorithm. If you help the algorithm, you help with my money. You don't act funny. No, I'm just playing. But it does. It helps with the algorithm. It helps my videos get seen by other people. So do your girl a favor. And if you have not, again, make sure you hit that smash button, turn on your post notifications. You don't want to miss no episodes. And speaking of, great segue to the next topic, people. I want to talk about episodes and when we will now be dropping all new episodes. Bucky's World has officially set the date of the day of the week that we're now going to be dropping on is every Sunday. Right? I chose Sunday because I felt like it was one of them days that everybody at home, you resetting because it's the start of the new week is about to begin. So I'm like, why not? Let's throw Bucky's World out there. And then to give me time to gather shit to talk about with y'all that happened to y'all Monday through Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Some shit went down at brunch on Saturday at this restaurant and I didn't got the details. But anyway, um, hey, listen, shout out to TikTok. I don't know if I'm an old head and I really just don't know how to operate these apps, but TikTok is a motherfucker. TikTok is one of them apps. Like Facebook, I don't know if I was ever addicted to Facebook like this, but TikTok will have you in a damn choke hole, like laying in bed with your phone charged up because you at 19%, because you've been on TikTok on the toilet while you was getting ready for the water to heat up. So you was on that motherfucker and you just scrolling. You just scrolling. Like TikTok to me is a very strange and weird place. Like to me, it could be one of them things that it could be good. It is one of them things that it could fuck up your world. It could fuck up your livelihood. You know what I'm saying? TikTok, like especially if you're a music artist. Like it's some artists that's on TikTok that has been discovered. It's some that just need to not been discovered off of TikTok. But if you have a catchy hook or catchy beat or whatever, and you can create a dance to it, if you're an artist, put your shit up there in TikTok. All you need is a good 10 seconds on TikTok and somebody gonna pick that shit up and that shit gonna go viral. And even if you're a one-hit wonder, which is most of the cases some of these people are, but you know what I'm saying? TikTok can be that. And it's gonna be heard. If it's one of them catchy ones, it's gonna get heard by millions of people, all just by you uploading from the comfort of your home and somebody scrolling through TikTok and did a damn TikTok dance to it. So shit, y'all, listen, if you are an artist, TikTok is your way to go. Make sure you pack that shit on TikTok. And if you a dancer, create a dance to it. I'm telling you. It's songs that I didn't heard that was way back in the gap. Ray Lavender and T-Pain. They didn't created a song, a dance to the song. Now Ray Lavender's coming back relevant and he's getting money in his pocket, but upload to TikTok. And then listen, and if you have some people out there, I'm not going to name any people, but if you have people of different races frowning and acting shady to other races, and there's a name for them, I'm not going to say no names. We know what we're talking about. They got on there acting ignorant and showing their asses, and folks recorded it and uploaded it to where? TikTok. And these folks then fucked up their life and fucked up their livelihood because they didn't lost their jobs. Because they wanted to act ignorant on TikTok. I mean, they acted ignorant in person, but TikTok called them, live in 4K. But so TikTok it can be one of them things. You would think that in the day and age that we live in, that people wouldn't even show their true colors of racism and ignorancy, because somebody gonna be recording this shit. And these folks be really thinking they right, bro. It be so fun. You know what my favorite TikToks are? And I put myself in both situations. But my favorite TikToks is when folks is outside of business and they just got their cameras and they recording. And then you get people of other races. What are you doing recording? Now, my culture, and I can only speak for my culture because I am my culture. My people gonna be like, what the fuck this nigga doing? Who the fuck he recording? We gonna mind our business. We gonna block our face. We gonna go on to our car. We gonna go handle our business. But other people want to get in people's business. What are you doing recording? Ma'am, I have the right to record. No, you don't. It's against the law. You can't record me, ma'am. You're in public. You're in the public. Them be mine. Them my favorite. Then they be calling the cops, and the cops come in and tell them like, ma'am, they can record you. Ain't nothing we can do. It was this one lady was like, no, you don't know the law. He cannot record me. It'll be my favorite TikTok. But listen, that brings me to another topic. Do y'all think it's fair that people are losing their jobs and ways to feed their family because they chose to do something ignorant at that moment in time? Should that be warranted by a company to be able to fire somebody or eliminate their position? And that's a good question. That's a whole nother topic on Bucky's World that we gonna have to dive into, and we're gonna dive into that one day. It's like, think about it. Should people? Yeah, I'm not condoning the racist, acts that were placed. I'm not condoning racism at all. I don't believe in it. Don't condone in it. Definitely wasn't raised around it, so I'm not justifying that. But the actions that they did, should it cause them to lose their job to where now they can no longer provide for themselves, but they may also have kids? So, and I know some people are probably like, well, they should have thought about that before they did what they did. Granted, you are right. So right. Should have thought before you spoke. But does that give us the right to be able to dictate and take that away from somebody? Now they can't feed their family. Now their kids can't eat, or the kids can't, you know what I'm saying? That's just my thought. But that's gonna be a whole nother Bucky's World topic. But jumping back into TikTok, this new fucking NPC trend that's going on. If y'all haven't seen it, it be people on live. Yes, yes, yes. Gang gang. Thanks for the rose. Thanks for the rose. It's this one girl. What's her name? Pinky Doll. If you ain't seen her, she ain't been on your For You page. If you ain't on TikTok, you ain't gonna know really what I'm talking about. But for those of y'all that are on TikTok, there is this girl. Her username is Pinky Doll. Pinkydol. And I know at some point of time she has been on your For You page. But sis has and I'm going to paint a picture for y'all because you can't see it, but she has a flat iron in her hand. And sis just gets kernels of popcorn and holds it in the flat iron while they're on, and she just says, I guess, okay, in TikTok they send gifts, right? And these gifts equal up money, and people are sending her gifts, so people will send her a heart, and she'll sound like an NPC and say what she got. And if for those that don't know what an NPC is, it's a non-player character. So it's what Google defined it as, because Google is right. Google says a non-player character is a character in a game that's not controlled by a person playing the game, nor by AI. They're not meant to act as real people. So they just basically sit in the background. So Jumanji, for example, they had an AI in Jumanji. But anyway, so basically these people just sound like fucking robots and they just repeat. And you should see some of the ones when they get hot dogs. Some of them are sexual. But this young lady, she has on a filter. She's a beautiful young lady. She's lighting her skin with some of the filters. And listen, they say sis makes anywhere from ten to $50,000 a day just by logging on for maybe a few minutes or an hours, and people are sending her gifts of her. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for the rose. It's so many out there. I saw a dude the other day. He had on a Spider-Man costume, and he was, yeah. Oh my God! Thank you for the rose. I need to give those to my uncle. Like he repeated it like the same shit over and over. And these people are really giving them gifts. So shout out to TikTok. TikTok and this new NPC wave, because is you even got couples now doing it and being in sync with it. And whatever it is, guys, it's taking them a long time. They gotta rehearse all these, like, okay, so if we get a hot dog, this is what we gonna do. And then if you're not in sync, it throws the whole thing off. So you have to be together with it. But yeah, if you're not part of the TikTok community, go ahead and get on it. For the longest, I got a personal page and I never did post. But then I was like, let me start posting. So on my personal page, I post. But of course, for the podcast, I have to have one for the business and post on the business. But listen, we ain't too old. TikTok is funny. It's fun. Sometimes if you need a good laugh, and it's gonna take you through all the emotions. TikTok gonna take you through. You're gonna be laughing 1 minute because somebody didn't fail or did some shit. Then you're gonna be mad because you're gonna see some racist, stupid shit. Then you're gonna be like, go through a phase of what the fuck did I just see shit. Then it's gonna take you through each emotion. But it's definitely fun. It's definitely entertainment. If you definitely have a business, and again, it definitely if you're an artist, TikTok is the way to go, man. Um, but hey, listen, y'all hear about it's a new COVID variant that's going out. Man, I really don't like seeing that C word. That C word it's fucked up. It took a lot of lives. I still don't understand how that came about. That was just some weird shit altogether for me. But they saying that it's a new variant out there. It's called Harris. No, Aries. Aries. There it is. Heires. It's Aries, right? Aries is how you pronounce. Yeah, Aries. That's the new variant. And it's causing numbers to once again spike up. So again, folks, y'all need to make sure y'all safe out there. I don't know about y'all wearing y'all masks. Cause see, sometimes when I've been taking my trip, speaking of the trip, that's what we're gonna talk about next. When I went to Vegas, sometimes I get on that plane, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna wear a mask because you got that one person that's coughing, and it's not one of those. Let me clear my throat cough. It's one of them deep. I got bronchitis kind of coughs, so it kind of puts that alert on me. So I throw on a mask, but then after a few minutes, I'm like, oh shit, I can't breathe. How the hell did we wear this for a whole year and wear these on the plane before? Cause anyway, we go through that, but I don't know, but y'all just stay safe. And it's like, are we ever gonna get rid of it? Like, is this just one of them things? Like, it's gonna stick around forever? Cause it's like we managed to get rid of the old diseases that wiped out mankind before, like polio and all that stuff. We wiped it out. But it's like COVID, y'all have us get the jab and get all three of these vaccines plus the booster, and motherfuckers still catching this shit. I mean, I know it don't make you immune. It's only supposed to kind of help your body kind of, you know, if it does exist itself, it knows how to fight it off essentially. But it's like, damn, it's like every fucking 3 months we got a new variant. You know what? Last 3 months it was Omarion. Now we got Ti daughter. We got Eris now. Like, who is it gonna be next? Shit. But y'all just make sure y'all stay safe out there. How many of y'all did get the vaccine? I know I did get the vaccine, plus the booster, but you know, the streets is talking. The streets is talking. I'm not in the streets, but the streets be talking. When the streets be talking, sometimes I listen because I'm nosy. They was saying that a lot of these athletes, them having these heart problems, is because a lot of them took the vaccine for COVID, right? I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not. But when sometimes stuff writing and it sound right and it's writing right, you know what I'm saying? I'm a roll with it. But again, it's just the streets. It's not coming from me. It's just what people are saying. But they taking us down this avenue. Think about it. We had athletes back in our day. I grew up in the 80s, the 90s, era, Emmitt Smith, Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa, good athletes, you know what I'm saying, that was known. So an athlete getting or having heart problems wasn't really known in my era. And when they did do quote unquote drugs, they smoked weed, it didn't affect it. But again, these were grown athletes, not these young kids. Like, for example, Bronny James. This boy, 18 years old, physically fit, and he got a cardiac arrest. Guarantee you, Bronny took that COVID shot. What's his name? The dude from Buffalo Bills, DeMar Hamilton. Full-fledged cardiac arrest. Bro saw the lights. He was almost with Jesus. And again, you know what I'm saying? Pretty sure because he was in sports. Sports, if you wanted to play sports, because we had to have our sports, you had to have, the vaccine. Remember, the NBA had the bubble. And in the bubble, you couldn't even play if you didn't have the vaccine. So it was like they had to have gotten it. So it's like, is it the vaccine that's causing these heart problems and issues? Like, for example, the wrestler, and I don't follow wrestling, but Bray Wyatt, rest in peace. They said he died because he didn't have his defibrillator on, meaning his heart. Again, I'm not the one that came up with this. Just conspiracy is pointing out to us that, you know, um, if it's just weird though. Think about it. Like, this is not like these are older people. Some of these is young. Bronny is 18. Demar's in his mid 20s. These people are physically fit. Not saying you cannot be born with a birth defect, but you wasn't hearing about this shit in my day with the athletes because they didn't have no damn COVID shot. They didn't a vaccine or booster. I don't like using the word. So I'm telling y'all, look into it, think about it. And it was like, I didn't still don't understand how were the federal government making people inject themselves with a substance for to be able to keep their livelihood. Like, think about it. So again, in order to keep your job, a lot of these employers did mandate for you had to have the vaccine. Some of them didn't, but just like, was that even, can you, I guess they can. I was like, can you even do that? Is that even legal? But that's a whole nother topic within itself. Is why are they able to tell me I have to inject myself? I still don't understand that, but that'll be a whole nother topic. Let's go to the topic at hand. Of course, what y'all want to know. Y'all want to update Bucky, what happened? You were supposed to meet CJ So Cool. You were supposed to have the interview. What happened? You dropped the flyer. Yes, people. I dropped the flyer ahead of time. I know now, and I know my mistakes. I read this from a classmate online. I need to stop dropping stuff ahead of time and dropping and releasing it after it happened. Because when shit don't go through or fall through as they did with CJ So Cool, then y'all won't be expecting no shit. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was pressing me like, well, how was Vegas? What happened? Da 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 da. I ain't got no answer for y'all because the man canceled the event. Yes, I think like the week before he canceled the event. If I can, I don't know how it is with YouTube, but I'll try to insert the clip of him announcing it on YouTube. But if I can't, then it'll just be me announcing it. But essentially, he canceled. He said he didn't know he had to get a permit to host the event at his establishment. Therefore, he had to cancel. Now, I did end up getting my money back, yes, but it was the simple fact of I had everything ready, man. I had questions for his ass to where it, and if you know me, I had them questions. So I had some good ones for him, but we end up going to Vegas, and the good thing about it is, yes, we ran into the man, the myth, the legend, the food critic, Keith Lee himself, and his beautiful, lovely wife, Ronnie Lee. Now, unfortunately, we didn't have the camera handy with us at the time that we ran into him, but we were, of course, as you guys can see by the thumbnail, that we were able to get a picture with them. Because he was actually eating, and whatever he was eating, it intrigued my manager to even ask, like, what's that? It was like some kind of marshmallow that they had the little torch that they was actually torching right there. And the wife was saying, it's pretty good. She's had it before. But so we didn't expect that to happen, but I look at it like, okay, the opportunity with CJ didn't present itself, but we still managed to pass out promo stuff. We still got to push Bucky's World brand out in Vegas. We didn't get to meet CJ, but we got to meet someone that is a great, humble guy that everybody in our culture and community feels like we made the right person famous. We got to meet Mr. Keith Lee, and even if you don't follow him on TikTok, where I know them from, then people are like, oh, I know Keith. He's from Snap, or he's from Instagram. And that's really cool. So I got to meet him, even asked him, was it okay if I tagged my podcast? He was like, absolutely. So, but I didn't get to achieve another door open. So from now on, I'm not going to tell you bitches and people shit. Whenever it's time for me to drop, or whenever it's time for me to have a guest on, we're gonna have it. We're just gonna drop it so y'all don't expect shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just come with your mouths open, because I tell you all the time that the prices is going up, people. But again, want to reiterate updates, guys. Every Sunday we will be dropping new episode of Bucky's World, whether it's a video or whether it's a voice one as this one. You will be getting some type of Bucky's World podcast. And don't listen, I'm human. It may be days that you may get it Monday, just because Sunday I went to brunch, and you know what I'm saying, just had too much fun at brunch. But you may get it just a random one. It may be a quick one. It may just, we're going to try. We're going to try to keep it at every Sunday. And again, make sure y'all spam. Matter of fact, in the comment section, make sure y'all saying happy birthday, Bucky's World. Again, September, we will be 1 year old. So make sure y'all dropping the happy birthdays down there in the comment section. And I ain't going to hold y'all too much longer. As I always tell y'all, ladies and gentlemen, make sure y'all have yourselves a good ass night.
And that's pretty much the whole show. So, whatever.
Thank you for listening to Bucky's World Podcast with your host, Bucky. Follow us on all social media at Bucky's World. That's BUCKEEZWORLD.